Welcome to MotoGP Mac. In today's video we're going to talk about the race that just happened for the Grand Prix of Aragon. Now before we get into it, here's how it finished. Marquez won it from Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Pedro Acosta, Franco Morbidelli, Fermin Aldeguer, Joan Mir, Marco Bezzecchi, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Raul Fernandez, Alex Marquez, Enea Bastianini, Augusto Fernandez, Jack Miller, Miguel Oliveira, Samkit Chantra, Lorenzo Savadori, and Maverick Vinales was the last one classified. Fabio Quartararo crashed, Brad Binder crashed, and Johan Zarco crashed. Now for me, the first 2 or 3 seconds of this Grand Prix were really interesting, but Marc got a brilliant start and just cleared off at the front. You could see completely dominant weekend from Marc. The only thing that he didn't get this weekend was the fastest lap in the sprint. Otherwise, he's topped everything. And an unbelievable weekend for Marquez. Alex Marquez rode a really, really good, consistent race. Solid, strong. Was able to fight with Pecco and keep Pecco behind him. But again, he didn't have an answer for Marc's pace around Aragon. Pecco, I'd call it a confidence-building race today. Obviously, test tomorrow, but they changed something in the morning warm-up, and Pecco had a little bit more confidence in the race and got a podium, but didn't have enough to catch Alex. Did notably, though, set his fastest lap with 2 laps to go, so it's kind of interesting there with Pecco. Pedro Acosta was giving Pecco a bit of a run for his money towards the start of the race, but soon faded, about 3 seconds behind him, or maybe more. So, not a bad race for Pedro. Good fourth, strong place that he could finish. That, he does need the points and he does need the finishes. Franco Morbidelli and Fermin Aldeguer, probably the most entertaining part of the race, if I'm very honest. The two of them had a fairly titanic battle. And it was really, really interesting to watch. Fermin Aldeguer, as he's now known, is a pretty serious up-and-coming rider for sure. Joan Mir surprisingly did finish the race. Good, solid, strong finish, up 4 places for him. Was able to hold off Bezzecchi, who was catching him, but still had the bones of 2 seconds to go with him. But saying that, good, strong race from Bezzecchi, up 12 spots during the course of the race. Fabio Di Gianantonio, similar problems looks like to what Pecco had, just doesn't trust the front of that bike. Raul Fernandez, top 10, good solid race out of him. Alex Rins, top Yamaha in 11th. Enea Bastianini, up 5 spots, says he's feeling more confident and found a proper base setting, but saying that 12th place really isn't where they should be. Augusto Fernandez, a bit of a surprise actually to see him ahead of Miguel Oliveira and Jack Miller, if I'm honest, but good solid 13th place for him. Jack Miller and Miguel Oliveira 14th and 15th. Nothing special to write home. Jack started 14th, finished 14th. Miguel started 16th, finished 15th. Samkit Chantra, good solid race from him. He wasn't the last one across the line. Lorenzo Savadori, as we know, and Maverick Vinales did cross the line, but again he had a crash. Definitely has a pain in the arse, or a hot arse after that crash, if I'm honest. Fabio Quartararo crashed out, as with Brad Binder as well, in different laps, different incidents. And Johan Zarco, weekend really to forget for Zarco. All in all, look, it wasn't the most sparkling race. It settled down very early and kind of, in my opinion, got a little bit boring and dry. Couple of good battles for a few laps, kept it a little bit interesting. But all in all, it's kind of normal what happens here in Aragon. It gets, let's just say, the race gets a bit stretched out, and that's the end of it. So it can happen. There is a test here tomorrow. I will bring the times to you tomorrow after the test happens. Big weekend, our test week for the likes of Aprilia, KTM, and also for Pecco to try and close that gap and find his feeling. But I'd definitely love to know your thoughts. What was your favourite part of the race, and what are you looking forward to seeing in tomorrow's test? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.